Well, I mean, I think you described being starstruck, and you can imagine how I felt meeting him. I mean, he's a giant. And I was working after having we sold Ticketmaster, City Search, Match.com to Interactive Corp, run by Barry Diller. And I was working with Gordon Moore, the founder of Intel, on building his foundation around conservation. And I was working with one of my grantees up in British Columbia, and it was the weekend, and he said, "Let's go fishing together." And I said, "Great." And he said, "Would you mind if I brought along a friend?" And when I showed up at where we were meeting, here was the friend, which was Yvon Chouinard, and I was starstruck. He was a great hero of mine. Patagonia is a very special kind of business, as you know. So for anyone who's passionate about outdoor human-powered outdoor pursuits, Patagonia is great. For anyone who's passionate about conservation and about business being done differently, Patagonia is incredibly special. So it was terrific. It was a great honor.
How was your approach, or what was the first thing you started learning from him? Because his way of doing business are pretty unique, because he says that he doesn't like the businessman, and
He
he
doesn't. He doesn't. He never wanted to be a businessman. Um, he certainly didn't know that I had gone to business school. He doesn't care about anything like that. Yvonne's a very plain-spoken man. He's not a highly philosophical guy. He's a deeply philosophical guy about environment, and he's a very pragmatic person about business. So I would say he's an experimentalist. In business school, they teach you that strategy is incredibly important. What Yvonne would say is by the time you work out strategy, I'll already have beaten you to the game because I'm going to notice something in the environment that needs to be changed. I'm going to prototype, I'm going to mock up or prototype a version of what fixes it. I'm going to take it into the field and break it, and I'm going to bring it back into the shop and fix it. His whole strategy is notice, innovate, break, test, rebuild, improve, try again. And I learned from him very quickly. Like, like I said, he's a very plain spoken guy. Whatever he's talking about, whether it's going fishing or making a better pair of waders or designing a better wading staff or designing a better jacket for mountaineering, he's a very direct and pragmatic person.
this approach sounds like your book, like the
Yes.
imperfectionist.
I learned a lot. I learned a lot from Yvonne because when the world's changing, and not just Yvonne, but when the world's changing quickly, you don't have time to wait for things to slow down. You can't wait for having a perfect strategic plan. You actually have to take a step forward. And what you try and do is make those step forwards reversible and relatively low cost. And you can also learn this from Jeff Bezos, who wrote in his letter to shareholders in 2015 about type 1 and type 2 decisions. One type of decision is when you can step back and where the costs are relatively low. The other type of decision is a bet the company decision, and when you can't go back through the door. Any type of decision which is reversible and relatively low consequences, you should push that down to people in the field. They should make strategy. You shouldn't make strategy up in some ivory tower next to the CEO's office. But the very small number of decisions which are bet the company decisions, yes, you have to push those up. It's quite basic. It's very empowering. We should be pushing strategy to the periphery. I call it strategy on the edge. All the employees in a business should think of themselves as being involved in strategy.